has had to just sit and bring his team along as Maxwell comes in. 3 fouls on Kevin McHale.
Now this is something that hasn't happened in any of the prior series. Get Kevin McHale or Robert Parish in early foul trouble. Now we're going to see how good Maxwell can be in this series. Very important for Maxwell to play well for the Celtics. Otherwise, the Lakers can go ahead here.
McHale has scored 16 points and sits down with a 3. James Worthy. So we have our first tie since the game was knotted at 10-10. Ainge looking for Parish. Has to go to Maxwell. 7 on the shot clock. Ainge shoots with 3 on the clock. And they'll jump it up. Larry Bird and Kareem.
Excellent defense by the Lakers, Dick. The rotation was perfect. Everybody moved their feet like they were on a fast break.
And that's the way they played it in game 2. Bird has scored 8. Kareem at the point guard, handling the ball to Magic. Out of bounds. Still Lakers ball, and they can break a tie with a basket here.
James Worthy, they might just go a lot to James Worthy here.
On the out pass, Ainge steals it. And Danny Ainge is fouled. Byron Scott with a second personal foul, and Ainge can put the Celtics back out ahead. The kind of a game in which the tempo is so important. Each team is trying to pull that tug of war to get it their way, it seems.
I'll tell you, Boston is fast breaking when they have the opportunity, but LA likes to force the pace, and they're having difficulty doing it because Magic doesn't have the ball an awful lot. The Celtics are keeping it out of his hands, so they're going more and more to their half-court offense. Kind of a role reversal.
But the Lakers are hanging in there with it, so they can't be all that disappointed. Minutes to go in the first half. Kareem, McAdoo is open. And a foul before the shot. It's on the Celtics. Their 15th foul. And the Lakers will go to the line to shoot 1 in the penalty. Personal foul is on Parish's second. Kevin McHale, who's on the bench with 3 fouls, is the Celtics' leading scorer. Kareem is within 6 of breaking the all-time playoff scoring mark. And a timeout called, 2:55 on the clock, a 22nd timeout. The series will continue here at the Forum in Inglewood in the 2-3-2 arrangement. Game number 4 will be Wednesday night, live 9 o'clock Eastern. The Celtics against the Lakers, and of course this game is so important, the game we're seeing right now, Tom, because theoretically the Lakers, with winning all their games, could close it out.
Well, before the Celtics got to enjoy the supposed home court advantage, in 4 games, the Lakers could close it out here. I think the psychology of this thing is pretty difficult. But the Celtics right here have come in and recognized the fact that they got to break into this 3-game set, and they're trying to establish it right here in this first game.
The Celtics naturally want to win at least 1 in LA. They naturally like to win them all, but that may not be feasible. They don't want to go into game 5, though, having to win to stay alive.
I think that's where the psychology is a tremendous advantage to that team playing 3 in a row. If they're in that position to close out now, 3rd game at home. This place would be utterly in pandemonium.
I have never seen, now we've seen some silent treatments here at the Forum for games earlier this year, but this crowd,
I don't think it'd be there if they were about to beat 1 game away from beating the Celtics at home.
The decibel limit has been sky high in this game at the Forum. Larry Bird hits. He has been off in his shooting. Bird now with 10 points in the game, and the Celtics lead by 1. Kareem has 16 points. Worthy. And McAdoo snuck inside.
Well, when Bird has to guard Worthy, that's a matchup that the Lakers want.
Worthy is on Bird. Screen for Parish. Bird couldn't hit 2 in a row now, and the Lakers with 2:10 to go and a 1-point lead. Scott. 3-point shot by Byron Scott. Blocked. Dennis Johnson's shot is blocked, and here they come. Biggest lead of the game. And the foreign crowd on their feet. Larry Bird working against Magic. And it's still Boston ball. Byron Scott is on fire. He has scored 6 points here in the second period, 9 in the game, and has turned on this crowd even more.
When he hit that three-pointer, there wasn't a Celtic within 15 feet of him. They forgot about Byron Scott.
And a foul before the shot. Kareem with number 3 on Abdul-Jabbar, and Mitch Kupchak immediately checks back into the ball game. Kareem will go out. He has scored 16 and will get a hand.
Normally, Kareem isn't that physical trying to guard anybody, but he's taking the challenge to be physical too. This is going to hurt the Lakers because he's missed the inside offense. Picks apart your defense with his passes and can also score. So,
well, it's 1:18 to go, so he'll sit out the rest of the half. And if the Lakers can hold the fort right now and he gets some little time, it may not be all that bad in the second half.
No, it won't be, but they like to have the psychological edge going into the half on the upbeat. If the Celtics can crawl back to even, it's a different psychological thing in the locker room.
We've seen in a lot of the playoff series what it means to put a string of points together just before the half. Worthy.
McHale can guard Worthy better than Bird. Bird can't jump high enough to give Worthy trouble.
Worthy has all of his 13 points here in the second period. Parish blocked by McAdoo. Parish again. Quiets the crowd a bit, and Robert Parish has 17. He is the Celtic high scorer.
Well, he's accepted the challenge of coming out here playing with an injury.
So is Maxwell. McAdoo misses. Bird the rebound with 36 seconds to go. Celtics trail those Lakers by 4. Scott looking to run. Magic. Worthy. And the crowd would have erupted again if that ball had gone in.
Well, they're going right at somebody they don't want Worthy, the Celtics, to go up and cram the ball through. So they're very alert to try and get him before he takes off and can cram it through. They feel with him stuffing the ball through on those fast breaks, it's a morale builder for both himself and the Laker team.
Foul was on Danny Ainge, his second personal. So until this game, we had yet to see Worthy at his best. We're seeing him that way in this one.
Well, the more Bird has to guard Worthy, the more I think he'll be involved offensively in their game plans. Bird just has great difficulty guarding that quicker player who can play in the low post.
Bird has 10. Worthy now with 15 points. 6-point lead for the Lakers. 20 seconds to go in the first half. Lakers are running, and it shows there. LA will have the lead at halftime after Boston led by 4 at the quarter. 7 seconds. 4 seconds to go. But the foreign crowd likes this first half, and they show it now. Points for the Lakers in the second period.